Look at this. The Village Green Motorcar Company.
Hey,
How you doing?
great. How you doing?
What's your name?
I'm not telling you.
So first of all, tell everybody who you are.
My name's Peter Osborne,
Peter Osborne, and you're from England? Or
in New Zealand,
New Zealand?
predominantly.
And how long have you been in Canada?
Since 1974. So what's that?
74?
30, 50 years.
So, what's this place called?
This is the Village Green Motorcar Company Limited.
Is that what this is?
Probably.
And what's this AMX? What does that mean?
AMX was a model of a vehicle made by the American Motors Corporation, who were a hanger-on to the big three. So there was Ford, GM, and Chrysler.
Yes.
They were the big three, and then there was American Motors that were, I guess, the poor cousin to the other three. And they built some damn fine cars. They built things like the Gremlin and the Pacer and the Hornet and the Matador and all kinds of stuff. And just before they went belly up, they made this car, which is the American Motors AMX. And it was the only other American two-seater other than the Corvette built at the time. This is 1970. So they built this model 68 through 70. This 70 is a slightly different model to the earlier 2 years. And they tooled up for 1 year and then they didn't build it anymore. So it's no wonder they went bankrupt. So anyway, they built a damn fine car. I mean, it's well appointed, it's well engineered, it's well made, or as well made as any other American car was in those days. And this car, you could take this one out of the showroom and take it to the drag strip and do the quarter mile in just over 14 seconds. So they were a pretty potent vehicle from the get-go.
It reminded me of a Chevelle.
Oh, sir. I wouldn't have thought so, but anyway, I mean, there may be some similar features, but American Motors always did their own thing.
So did you restore this?
We did, yeah.
Who's we?
We, the guys in the shop, and then we have a network of other folks that do paint work and what else do we have done? We had the glass obviously removed, so we have a glass shop do that. And there was probably one or two other shops involved. But we had the engine reconditioned, so that was done at Engine Repairs when they were in Halifax. Anyway, over 15 years, we took the thing apart, put it on a rotisserie, so that allowed us to spin the whole body over and do any repairs that needed doing underneath the car, send it away for soda blasting. So we had all the old finish removed from the car, and then we had the new finish put back on it. So that's why we have mirrors under it, so it's as shiny underneath as it is on the top.
Wow.
And
Woohoo! Wow. Oh, man.
And then we had all the mechanicals either reconditioned or restored or replaced. So you know, try to make the car as it was when it was new. And it's close. I've taken a couple of liberties. I put tilt steer on it, which it never had. And I've put power steering on it, which it never had.
You must be a genius.
Pretty close.
Do you drive this?
I don't drive this one. It needs commissioning. I have one just like it, which I do drive. So they're a great car to drive, lots of grunt, and they're short wheelbase, so they handle very well, and they're quite chuckable. So for an American car, they're quite a good handling car.
Well, what about all the other cars out there? There's a whack of cars.
Yeah, we like cars.
Who's we?
Well, the company.
You own the company, don't you?
Yeah.
How did you get into this?
I've always had an interest, always. It's always what I wanted to do. So I did it in New Zealand. I served my apprenticeship in New Zealand, and learned how to do the things that need doing. And then I moved to the UK and spent some time there, and then I emigrated to Canada. So having worked for several companies, both here and in Toronto and Ottawa, I thought it was time to set up shop. So that's exactly what I did. And a friend of mine, Roger Finney, helped me build this building. So Roger was a car guy, and also fortuitously, he ran a construction company, Novacon Construction. So he actually designed the building and built it, and being a car guy, he was always 10 steps ahead of me as to what was needed inside the building. So it's one of the few purpose-built garages, I guess, in Halifax. I mean, most garages are modified other buildings, and they rarely work. So to build a bespoke garage is a fairly unusual happening. But anyway, Roger was a car guy, so he was a good fellow. Sadly, he's no longer with us, but this is his legacy.
So all these cars, are they just stored, or you?
Some of them are. The cars in the shop, at least some of them, are customer cars getting repaired.
I guess you don't have us in and out every day.
No, during the summer, we try and cycle them because the cars deteriorate whether they're driven or not. They usually actually deteriorate at a faster rate if they're not being driven. So,
is that right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And they're all dynamic objects, so they like to be used. And during the summer months, as short as it is, we try and cycle a few of them, to keep them active. And there's 2, 3, at least 4 of them out there are mobile. There's a couple in the other side that are mobile this summer. So it's all good.
And you work by yourself?
I do at the moment. Typically, I've had somebody here, but presently.
How do you get all the work done? There's a pile of cars.
Well, if I'm not talking to people like you, it's usually not that difficult.
Well, I'm impressed. I can't believe it. So do you have no specialty? You work on any type of car?
Oh, Christ, no. We have a very narrow focus. We'll do the toys. We do a lot of the British sports cars, the MGs and the Triumphs and Jaguars. And we do a few American muscle cars, as you see.
Yeah.
Our bread and butter work is normally Volvo servicing. And we do some of the later model Jaguars, but we try and avoid them. And we do nothing German, nothing Italian. We do the odd Japanese car, but yeah.
You got lots of work?
Oh goodness me, yeah. I got enough to keep me going for the next 100 years. So yeah, we'll never run out of work. I mean, there's always something to do, always, without fail.
This is something else.
It's out. And
wow, look at them.
yeah, they're all around the corner.
Who owns all these? You don't own all these, do you?
Most of them.
What?
Supposed to fix them. Holy crap, they're all different.
This is fantastic. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're more than welcome. Yeah, all right, back to work.
All right.
Village Green Motorcar Company, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. Thanks for watching. We invite you to subscribe and share. Thank you.